This news update is brought to you by
Grab somebody and tell them hello. Your happiness will be connect to flow. Smile and cheer because that is we flow. Grab somebody and tell them hello. With your hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air. This is how we flow, yeah. Grab somebody and tell them this is how we flow.
It's Wednesday, September 2nd, and this is the Barbados Today afternoon update. With the news, I'm Fernella Wedderburn. A multi-million recycling project is in the pipeline for Barbados, and it's being undertaken by local businessman Anderson Cherry, who says the project aims at promoting recycling practices in households and commercial entities. He told a press conference this morning that the initiative will not only benefit the environment and save money, but create more jobs in the country.
Over the last couple of months, we see all the controversy that was going on in terms of the waste and how waste is being handled in the island. And my team came together of a long vision that I had in terms of recycling and how to handle recycling, recycling at source. And that's how part of Recycle was birthed. And we came up with the idea to separate the waste at source in two stages, in two phases. One, composting, and two, recyclables, and basically have them build and ship out the island. And it's an island-wide effort. It details every member of Barbados, every person in Barbados to get involved and to come on board with us and help us to achieve that. A zero waste by 2020.
The stigma and discrimination against people living with HIV/AIDS is simply unacceptable, so says Health Minister John Boyce, who revealed that the country recorded 3,697 cases of HIV between 1984 and 2012. 1,678 of those affected, according to him, succumbed to the virus. However, he makes it clear that while the country has been recording a decline in new cases, the attitudes towards people living with the virus must change. He made the comments at the end of the project event for the Caribbean Regional Health Policy Project this morning.
Stigma and discrimination against persons living with HIV and other vulnerable persons is unacceptable if we are to progress in our national response. Our goal as a government is to create a just society where all persons are fairly treated and have access to equal rights and opportunities.
He says there's also a need for retraining programs to help healthcare workers.
We are aware that there is always room for improvement. While medical and technological innovations such as antiretroviral treatment can help to prolong life for persons living with HIV, there are aspects of the response which cannot be addressed in this way. Our attitudes are personal. They influence our behavior and interactions with each other, either consciously or unconsciously. As a result, it is necessary to have in place programs for constant training and retraining to help us as healthcare workers to understand our own belief systems and attitudes that may influence our response to clients. In addition, appropriate policies and legislation need to be enacted where necessary to force change where it is needed.
The numbers of accidents on the island's roads is of serious concern to law enforcement authorities. The worry follows an accident at Boarded Hall, St. Michael this morning, where a car overturned after the 35-year-old male driver lost control of the vehicle. He was not injured, as well as Monday's deadly collision which claimed the lives of two St. Michael women in Congo Road, St. Philip, and another accident in Bagatelle Maid Road, which left 3 people, including a 9-year-old boy, nursing serious injuries. Acting Police Public Relations Officer Station Sergeant Roland Cobbler is urging persons to remain vigilant on the roads.
We are concerned about the number of vehicular accidents occurring on our roads, especially those resulting in the loss of life. We are therefore reminding motorists of the importance of exercising a heightened level of due care and attention while driving motor vehicles.
The Guild of Students at the University of the West Indies Caville campus is doing its part in helping Dominica. Guild President Delano de Souza says members have embarked on a food drive to help. He also tells Barbados Today that so far there have been no reports of Dominican students attending Caville being directly impacted, but some did have some difficulty getting to Barbados.
Some of the students had difficulty getting to Barbados to start off with. Some had to go through Guadeloupe, some had to go by boat to St. Lucia and so on. But from those students that I've spoken to, I've also liaised with the president of the Dominican Students Association, and she said that she hasn't heard of any student that has been directly affected by the disaster. But of course, indirectly there will be impacts, and so we've actually started a food drive, a relief drive for Dominica. We had it today on the Gill lawn. We had persons from the UWI community donating non-perishable items and so on, which we'd hope to send off to Dominica soon.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits, with a solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter, that's the move for me. Stability, prosperity, with a solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
We pick up with news from our regional neighbors. Rescue and recovery teams from Barbados and the rest of the Caribbean continue with missions today in storm-ravaged Dominica. Late yesterday, a Venezuela C-130 military plane became the first aircraft to land at the Douglas Charles Airport after it was closed due to the devastation caused by the passage of Tropical Storm Erika last Thursday. Several regional governments have pledged monetary assistance in helping Dominica get back on its feet. Further afield, an unprecedented move in Guatemala as the country's president is stripped of his immunity. Congress yesterday voted on a motion which paved the way for a judge to pose a travel ban on President Otto Perez Molina. Prosecutors accused the president of masterminding a scheme to defraud the Customs Service of millions of dollars, a charge he denies. The ruling now paves the way for the president, whose term runs out in January, to be summoned before the court. And finally, hundreds of migrants have protested for the second day at Hungary's decision to prevent them from traveling onwards towards Germany and other EU countries. More in this BBC report.
Thousands of people camped out, sleeping on the pavement, on the sidewalks around this railway station. People are very tired, people are very desperate. They say they've been lied to by the authorities. Many of them bought tickets to travel on to Western Europe. But the reason they cannot travel on is the line of police along the steps of the railway station there. They're preventing people getting onto the trains, even though many of the people do have tickets there. So the people say they're determined to stay here until they can get onto the trains. People very desperate then.
And that's news this afternoon. For the latest, log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, our email updates, and like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as Flow TV, that's channel 101, and a Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Good afternoon.